Victoria Jackson. So I'm a little bit over a year being a foster mother. I was kind of at a point in my life where I was able to, I had the space, I had the funds, I had the time. My job was very flexible then. And so I was like, I'm gonna go for it. Looked through multiple different agencies, and Thornwell stuck out to me the most. And then when I called, it was absolutely amazing. I remember I was sitting at my mom's house and I was talking. She didn't pressure me. Very calm, very open, and listened to what I had to say. And I'm like, this is it, this is the one. I took my first placement. He comes in and he's just like, hey, and he just runs upstairs with my son, and they instantly just playing video games. And I'm just like, okay. 2 boys, 12-year-old and a 7-year-old. My 7-year-old is my biological, and then the 12-year-old is my foster son. They're very active, they're very wild, but they're very loving. I have to parent them different. My parenting styles with the 7-year-old is way different from the 12-year-old. The 12-year-old, he's more calm, he's relaxed, he's laid back. And my 7-year-old is a fireball, but he absolutely loves the ideal. He loves having kids in the house. He's like, can we get more? He loves it. I actually had multiple conversations with him about it, because I felt like if he wasn't comfortable with it, then it wasn't something that I was gonna subject him to, because his feelings matter as well.
I am a foster care family specialist.
Tracy has been phenomenal.
I walk beside foster parents who decide to open their homes for the sake of a child, and I help them navigate this. I advocate for them. I support them, I listen, and I love them through this journey.
When I tell you, if I need something or if I can't reach someone, she will get on the phone and she will make calls until something happens, always. If I have questions about anything, she'll walk me through it. It makes it so much easier.
Brings more reward than people realize. I think people are afraid of it, afraid of, I don't know if I could do it. Do you have the space? Do you have love? And you can.
My biggest thing is that I just want the kids to be safe. Anything I can do in that process, I'm gonna try my hardest to do it.
I think sometimes we're oblivious to it happening, to it being around us, and it's right there in our kids' classrooms.
I'm loving this child, I'm caring for this child, I'm doing everything I can for this child while their parents can't. Once you get that bond with that family, even when children do go home, most families, they keep that bond together, they still communicate with the foster parent. So it's not always just a one and done. We're creating bigger families, essentially.
Parents need a family to take care of their child. We live in a world where we just go about our day, and why not make someone else matter? Why not show someone else that they matter, especially a child in need? What a great way to open your home and your heart.
We talk a lot on the show about the need for foster care families because the need is very high here in South Carolina. We have Kaylee Lindquist from Thornwell here to give us some information we may need to know if we're thinking about heading into the new year, maybe bringing someone else into your home. I think it's such an important topic. It's a good way to kind of go into the new year, but there's so many questions as we talk about a lot of times. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here. So people that are saying, I've been interested in being a foster care parent, what is the first step? What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, so I think you could call us at Thornwell. We want to chat with you. We want to figure out, is this the right fit for your family? Is this the next best step for you? And if not, we'll connect you to the people and resources that are going to help you find your role to play. Because we say, make your New Year's resolution count. Mm-hmm. This is a great time for your family to invest in making a difference in your community. Foster care is one way to do that, and it's really going to impact not only your family, a child and their family, but it really is going to impact your entire community. And
there's so many different scenarios that a lot of folks may not think about, but I'm sure you guys get a bunch of FAQs all the time of what if this, what if that? Yeah. What are some of the things that you guys hear from people that may be saying, I don't know if I'm going to be the right fit, but I want to know more about that?
It's really normal to have a lot of questions, and even as you start considering it, to have a lot of doubts. I know 7 years ago when I was thinking about this, I had no idea what the realities of foster care in my own community were. But as you lean in and you listen to people's stories and you really hear about what is going on in your community, I think it will capture your attention. And so just learn. We hear people say, how will this impact my marriage? How will this impact my kids? It's going to.
Yes.
There's going to be really wonderful, beautiful rewards, but there are challenges, there are stressors, you know, as you are trying new things, as you are inviting new people into your home, you know, as you're learning new ways of interacting with people and communities and navigating systems. So it is both beautiful and challenging. You know, how does this work financially?
That's a big one, yeah.
That's a big question. And I think talking about money is a little bit taboo. We can feel a little bit uncomfortable, but that's an important question. There's no minimum income requirement to foster, but we do want to make sure that your family is financially stable. You do receive a board payment or a stipend for fostering a child that covers the essentials. They get Medicaid automatically. So in terms of out-of-pocket cost, it's not huge, but there is some cost associated with raising a child.
And I think those are all questions that, you know, people are always a little antsy about asking because you don't want to seem like you're in it for the the monetary, you know, benefits or anything like that. You want to help that child.
And that is a stereotype that we see in the media, in stories and movies that we hear. And so we want to talk to you. What is the realities of how this is going to actually impact your family, your relationships, your time, your money, your routines, all of that. That's completely realistic. We know people are doing this out of the goodness of their heart, but you know, we saw Vicki talk about in that package, she's an amazing foster parent, but as a single mom, she really had to consider, how is this going to work?
Right.
And we want to talk to you.
And I'm glad you guys are sharing those real stories too. They're so important to be able to hear those. I love the fact that if you're on the phone talking to someone, you're talking to someone who's gone through it. And I love that you keep it real. It's like there are some challenges. There are big rewards, but there are also challenges. So I think it's important.
It is really important to us at Thornwell that we talk to you, you know, realistically about your expectations and our expectations, because at the end of the day, it's the kids that are going to win or lose.
Yes, and like we say, the South Carolina has a big need for foster care families. So if you're interested in learning more, asking some questions, you can go to thornwell.org to find out more about that. Contact Kaylee and the team over there, and they'll take good care of you. Thank you for all that you do. Happy New Year to you.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you too.
Yep.